Hey everyone, it is currently the 7th of January 2015. Meteorologist Robert Speta here with you today. Of course, today we are continuing to watch what is going on across Japan. We've been seeing a rather significant snowstorm, especially off there towards the north. You can take a look at this occlusion low really wrapping up. This is actually relatively deep, pressure about 980 HPA in the center of circulation. Winds being reported into northwestern Honshu upwards of about 22 kilometers per hour this morning. Still could see gusts in Hokkaido about 160 kilometers per hour. Result for that has actually been widespread traffic delays. At least 13 flights have been canceled across all of Japan, and at least for the skiers, you're going to be happy because this weekend, this latest snowstorm is definitely going to be leaving some widespread accumulation. So a lot of fresh powder out there for you. Some areas could see an additional 80 centimeters as we go into Thursday morning. Basically, throughout the rest of Wednesday and the Thursday, and even extending over through Friday, that CFX snow will continue to linger, all due to those northwesterly winds, which continue to race across the Sea of Japan. Tokyo, you're going to be staying on the clear side, though, but chilly out there for you. Let's talk about what everybody's tuning in for here. Thank you for sitting through the first minute of the update. We have a tropical low now known as Invest 91W out here in the Marshall Islands towards the southeast of Guam. Today, at least on satellite imagery, it's not all that impressive. You can see it over here towards the bottom right of your screen. A lot of convection around this low, and as we zoom in on the satellite imagery, you can even pinpoint a low-level circulation. It really formed up here during the daytime hours. That's what you see here, the visible satellite imagery, and tracking off there towards the northwest. Now, the convection still dispersed away from the center of the low. You still have those winds moving down there towards the south, from the west towards the east, from the east towards the west and the north. So that indicates that widespread overall circulation within this wind field. On the Earth.Null School GFS platform, you can even see this. So also confirming up what we are looking at. But the big question is not where is this now and how it is now, but where is it going and what is it going to be like? Because the big question is for out here, those of you in the Philippines, you're thinking maybe there could be another tropical system. Well, at least at this time, we still have the northeast monsoon, and you can see that on here, that we're continuing to contend with that. And all of this is bringing in cold, dry air. So remember, that is going to keep any storm from developing this time of year at bay from becoming a major typhoon. With that said, we still could see a very weak tropical storm, or at least potentially a tropical depression. Now, this is just an early look, this graphic we put out on our Facebook page earlier today. You have your satellite imagery, our low pressure system down towards the southeast here, and this is what the latest models are indicating on the general track of this low. Remember, this does not indicate intensity, just where that low-level circulation is likely going to be headed. Basically, riding along the southern periphery of the Westpac High and staying out of the grasp of the northeast monsoon for the most part. GFS model even develops it up up to about a tropical depression around Guam, and it just kind of lingers there, fighting off the next cold surge that comes down. NavGem even puts it at a little bit of a stronger intensity, and I have to be honest, the last couple storms have surprised me, so I think that the tropical storm status that this is going for by next Wednesday is a possibility, and eventually that could track towards the west, bringing widespread rainfall. Now, though, everyone, at least at this time, let's continue to keep an eye on this. Actually showing you here on Monday, low-level center being picked up by the ECMWF model. South of Guam, still long range. I mean, this is by next Monday. At least this will not be directly impacting the Philippines until mid-next week, if it does eventually come off into this direction. Going to be a big rainmaker, and already you're still contending with the southern extent of the northeast monsoon out here. Actually, let's just go ahead and starting here on your Wednesday, and you can just see the moisture flow on the southern extent of that just continuing to pile up here in Visayas over through Mindanao. Pull back the picture, it's also impacting those of you out here in Malaysia, extending across much of Borneo, and unfortunately thunderstorms still flaring up here in the Java Sea. You don't need a lot of recovery efforts still ongoing after the AirAsia crash in that region. All right, guys, that is all for right now, though. Thanks again for watching here at westernpacificweather.com. As always, you can check the website for the latest information on your forecast, video updates, and other updates, not just including the tropics, but also the storms occurring off here in the north. I'm not really talking too much about China because things are staying at least rather chilly out here. You can see temperatures below the freezing mark for a lot of you. So not going to have too much information, least at this time, but of course you can check your local forecast if you do live out in this region. All right, guys, thanks again for watching, and as always, stay safe out there.